One drink, 6 organs affected. Let's talk about what's really happening.
Alcohol is the only drug in the world that people question you for not taking. It's at every celebration, every dinner, every social event. But here's what nobody talks about. The moment that drink hits your lips, it starts doing something to almost every organ in your body. And most of it, science says, is damage. Within minutes of your first drink, ethanol, the active compound in alcohol, crosses the blood-brain barrier. It mimics GABA, your brain's calming neurotransmitter, and blocks glutamate, the one that keeps you sharp and alert. That's why you feel relaxed, a little slow, maybe a little confident. But that's not freedom, that's suppression. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for judgment and impulse control, goes offline first. Meanwhile, your liver is already working overtime. It can only process about 1 standard drink per hour. Every drink beyond that floods your bloodstream with unprocessed ethanol, raising your blood alcohol concentration and pushing your body into increasingly impaired states. Now let's zoom out. What does regular drinking do over months and years? The liver takes the first hit. Chronic alcohol use leads to fatty liver, then alcoholic hepatitis, and finally cirrhosis. Irreversible scarring where liver tissue is replaced by fibrous scar. Your liver stops filtering toxins. Things start to fail. The heart is next. Heavy drinking causes a condition called alcoholic cardiomyopathy. The heart muscle weakens, stretches, and loses its ability to pump efficiently. Your risk of atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat, doubles. The brain doesn't escape either. And long-term alcohol use physically shrinks the brain. Studies using MRI imaging show measurable gray matter loss in heavy drinkers, particularly in the frontal lobes, affecting memory, decision-making, and emotional regulation. And the gut? Alcohol strips the mucosal lining of your stomach and intestines, triggers chronic inflammation.
According to the World Health Organization, FACE is a Group 1 carcinogen, directly linked to cancers of the mouth, throat, liver, colon, and breast. If this is making you see your weekend drink differently, good. That's the point.
Hit subscribe for more videos that give you the science straight, no filter. Now, let's talk about what actually happens when you quit. Because that part is just as surprising. Here's where it gets really serious. Alcohol is physically addictive. When you drink regularly, your brain adapts. It downregulates its own GABA receptors and ramps up glutamate activity to compensate. Your nervous system recalibrates around alcohol's presence. So when you stop, the calming effect disappears, and now you have an overactive, overstimulated nervous system with nothing to quiet it down. Withdrawal from alcohol is one of the only drug withdrawals that can kill you. Symptoms include tremors, seizures, and delirium tremens, a severe state of confusion and hallucination that carries a mortality rate of up to 15% if untreated. And this is why quitting alcohol after heavy, prolonged use requires medical supervision. The WHO estimates 3 million deaths per year are directly attributable to alcohol. That's 1 every 10 seconds. But here's what science also shows. The body is extraordinary at healing. Within 1 week of quitting, sleep quality improves and blood pressure drops. Within 1 month, the liver begins regenerating. Fatty liver can reverse completely. Within 3 months, brain volume starts recovering. Within a year, your cardiovascular risk profile looks like someone who never drank heavily. The damage is real, but so is the recovery. The first step is always the hardest, but the biology is on your side. If this video gave you something to think about, share it. Someone in your life needs to see this. Subscribe so you never miss a video.